A dark leaden colored mass is creeping over the sky towards the sun. Red zigzags of the lightning gleam here and there across it. There is a sound of far away rumbling. A warm wind frolics over the grass, bends the trees, and stirs up the dust. In a minute, there will be a spurt of May rain, and a real storm will begin. So, in this stanza, the author Chekhov is describing the weather, the stormy weather, which is about to start, and the pre indications of the storm, indications which tells that how storms is about to start. So there are the some indications which is visible in the clouds in the sky, and that tells that storm is about to begin. So in the village, everyone should be ready for it. Next comes Fyokla, a little girl of 6, is running through the village looking for Terenti the cobbler. Now here you come through with the two characters of this story, Fyokla and Terenti. Fyokla is the little girl of 6 years, and Terenti is the poor cobbler who, if, for whom Fyokla is searching to. The white-haired, barefoot child is pale. Her eyes are wide open. Her lips are trembling. So in this line, the author is describing the poor appearance of the girl Fyokla. She is white-haired. Due to the malnutrition, her hair becomes white. She has not any slipper or any shoe kind of things to wear in her foot. So she is barefoot. Her eyes are wide open. Her eyes are becoming so wide open because her cheek is going inside. His cheek, उसकी जो her cheek is going inside. जो फ्योकला है, फ्योकला की cheek वो अंदर हो गए. That is why her eyes is looking wide open due to the stretch of the cheek skin. Her lips are trembling due to the weakness in the body. Her lips are also trembling. Let's see what comes next. Uncle, where is Terenti? She asks everyone she meets. No one answers. They are all preoccupied with the approaching storm and take refuge in their huts. At last, she meets Silently Sledge, the Cariston, Terenti's friend. He is coming along, staggering from the wind. So, in this passage, you will find that how people are preparing for the storm. They had hidden in their hearts. They are preparing to approaching storms, but when nobody is ready to answer your class question about Terenti. But soon she finds the Terenti's friend, whose name was Silently Slitch. Here is a guest appearance in this story. You can also mark it as the guest appearance, Silently Slitch. The Scariston, who is Scariston called? Scariston is a person in charge of a scaristy, a room in a church where articles of worship are kept. So this is a position. Scariston is a position in a church where all the worship articles are being kept. So Slitch is a Scariston, and he is a Terenti's friend. So, uncle, where is Terenti? She asks now to Silich also. At the kitchen gardens. Answers silently. Silently now answers that Terenti is in the kitchen gardens. The girl runs behind the huts to the kitchen gardens and there finds Terenti, the tall old man with a thin, pock-marked face, very long legs, the bare feet, dressed in a woman's tattered jacket, standing near the vegetable plots, looking with drowsy eyes at the dark storm cloud. On his long crane-like legs, he sways in the wind like a sterling coat. So now, in this stanza, the Terenti's appearance is described. How Terenti looks. So he is thin, बहुत weak है, pock-marked face, long legs, bare feet, dressed in a woman's tattered jacket. Now you can think why he is wearing a woman's tattered jacket, because he was so poor that he cannot buy any apparel for himself. Whatever the people gives him, he used to wear it. So it might be some rich person has given him the women's tattered jacket, so he is wearing it. Standing near the vegetable plot, so he is standing in his garden kitchen garden, and he is standing near the vegetable plots, looking with drowsy eyes at the dark storm cloud. He knows now that a storm is about to reach. His legs are so weak. It is looking like the crane's leg. Crane is a kind of bird which used to have very weak, very thin, very slim legs. And due to this weakness, her his legs are trembling also with the flow of wind. Wind की flow के साथ उसकी जो winds legs थे, it was looking like waving along with the wind just due to the weakness of the legs. Uncle Terenti, the white-headed girl addresses him. Uncle, darling. Terenti bends down to Fiokla, and his grim face is overspread with a smile. Such a come to into pupils' faces when they look at something little, foolish, and absurd, but warmly loved. So now when Terenti sees Fiokla with a smile on her face, so it was just like that. एक ऐसी स्माइल जो किसी वार्म लव्ड, किसी जिसको स्माइल टू होम वी आर लविंग अ लॉट, हम जिसको बहुत प्यार करते हैं, एंड ऑल ऑफ सडन वी लुक एट हिम एंड वी स्माइल. दैट काइंड ऑफ स्माइल इज वाज देयर ऑन Fiokla's face. Ah, Fiokla, he says tenderly, where have you come from? Uncle Terenti, says Fiokla with a sob. Sob means, you can underline this word sob. Sob is a type of weeping. It is an action of crying. Sobbing होता है जब when we cry without making any noise. We cry inside. हम अंदर ही अंदर रोते रहते हैं. That means sob. You can underline this word and write down your meaning of this word in your book itself. Tugging at the lapel of the cobbler's coat. Brother Danica has had an accident. Come along. So Uncle Terenti, Fiokla was very upset. Fiokla was very disturbed because her brother Danica had an accident. What was the accident? As I had already told you in the summary, that his hand was stuck in a tree. So now Fiokla wants to get her brother Danica's hand to be free from the tree in which it was stuck. What sort of accident? Oh, what thunder! Holy, holy, holy. What sort of accident? So now Terenti was very surprised and he was very upset also. He was asking what kind of accident Danica had. In the Count's corpse, Danica stuck his hand into a hole in a tree. No, so now means what does mean corpse? Let us see. It must be given. It must be given upstairs, outside. Corpse means a thicket or growth of a small tree. It is a corpse means a kind of tree. It is a chota tree which has started to grow, but it still has a good body. So that is a corpse. So the Fiokla is telling that Danica has stuck his hand into a hole in the tree, and that he can't get it out. He is not able to take his hand out of that hole. So Fiokla asking Terenti to come along with her and to help her brother to get it out. How was it he put his hand in? What for? But Terenti was very surprised. What was he doing in the hole? How it had got stuck in the hole? So what Fiokla is replying? He wanted to get a cuckoo's egg out of the hole for me. So he is telling that there must be the cuckoo's egg is kept inside the hole, and Danica wants me one egg to give. So he put his hand inside, but suddenly it has stuck there only. The day has hardly begun and hardly you are in trouble. Terenti shook his head. Well, what am I to do with you now? I must come, little child. So Terenti was thinking how he can help the little girl. So he says that I should come with you. I will come with you. मैं आपके साथ आता हूँ. You need a help, because he can understood that she needs her help. They come out of the village and turn along the dusty road towards the Count's corpse that lies dark blue in the distance. So they come out of the village. It is about a mile and a half way. The clouds have by now covered the sun, and soon afterwards there is not a speck of blue left in the sky. It grows dark. So in this stanza, as we already know, it was the time when storm was about to come, and everyone was in the village was preparing for the storm. But see the kindness of Terenti, although he knew that it is the time of storm to approach the village, but still being a kind person, he left for the help of the little girl. So when they were in the midway, they have just passed a mile and a half way. They have seen the sky is getting more darker. It means this storm was about to reach to them. The first raindrops, big and heavy, like dark dots on the dusty road. A big drop falls on the Piokla's cheek and glides like a tear down her chin. So now, as the storm was approaching, now it was a time when rain has started. The first drop of the heavy rain was dropped down on Piokla's cheek. The rain has begun, mutters the cobbler, kicking up the dust with his bare, bony feet. That is fine, Pyokla, old girl. The grass and the trees are fed by the grain, as we are by bread. And so, and as for the thunder, don't you be frightened. Why should it harm a little thing like you? See, these are very important and these are very interesting also. You can see in these lines, although it was a storm time, generally the small pupil or the general pupil get scared of the storms. They get tense, they get panic. They started to think now what would happen ahead. But Terenti being a nature lover, Terenti being a nature lover appreciates this storm because he appreciates the raindrops. How he appreciates it? Because he knows that this rain will feed the vegetation on the earth. So he says to the little girl, don't get afraid of this rain. As we need bread and butter to feed our body, same way the grass needs these rainbow drops to feed themselves. So there you should not get frightened with all these. How kind, how balanced Terenti was, like a hero. As a hero has a patience in all the conditions. A hero always have patience in all difficult times. You should also remember, children. Same way, Terenti is not afraid of the upcoming storm. And like a hero, as hero never leave the help for anyone, even in the hardest time. The same way, Terenti is not going back to help the little girl, even he knows this is the storm time. So he has all the qualities of a hero. So let's read ahead. That's fine. As soon as the rain begins, the wind drops. The only sound is the patter of rain dropping like fine shots on the young ray and a parsed road. So now the rain has started in a forceful way, so forcefully that it is not a pattering. They are not pattering. They are just seeming like these shots, like someone is shooting on the ground. So the sound was coming like the shooting on the road. We shall get soaked, Pyokla mutters Terenti. But now Terenti is afraid about the Pyokla. He is not afraid about himself. This is also worth a notable thing. Terenti is not getting worried about himself, but instead he is getting worried about the little girl who was following him. So he says, we shall get soaked, Pyokla. There won't be a dry spot left on us. Oh, my girl, it is run down my neck. But don't be frightened, silly. The grass will be dry again. The earth will be dry again. And we shall be dry again. There is the same sun for all of us. Now again, this is again a quality of a hero. You can note it down with every passage. It can be a question. What qualities do you find in Terenti as a hero? So you have to note down, you have to mention all these qualities. So you can note down again one more qualities be explained here, described here about Terenti, that he was a brave person. He was a brave person. He knows everything, that if we had an obstacle today, definitely tomorrow we will get over it. आज अगर हमारे पास कोई प्रॉब्लम है, then definitely tomorrow we will get a solution for it. So he never get disheartened. So this is another quality of a hero. So let's know what he says in the next paragraph. A flash of lightning, some 14 feet long, gleams above their head. There is a loud peal of thunder, and it seems to Pyokla that something big, heavy, and round is rolling over the sky and tearing it open exactly over her head. So now they have moved just a little bit ahead when they found something big and heavy was rolling on their head. Means the storm had started to come, and it reached approximately to them. Don't be afraid, little girl. It is not from spite that it thunders. Terenti says. Again, Terenti pacifies the little girl. He calms down the little girl and says, you should not be afraid. It is not from spite that it thunders. It is nothing else but the thunder. ये कुछ नहीं है बल्कि thunder है. Thunder means the lightning in the sky. Terenti's and Pyokla's feet are covered with lumps of heavy wet clay. Now they are not barefoot. They have shoes. But what kind of shoes they were having? They have the shoes of mud. It means mud has wrapped up throughout their legs. The weak little girl is breathless and ready to drop. But the little girl was so weak, she was so weak that she was not able to walk along. It was looking like this, like she was about to drop down. वो ऐसा लग रहा था due to the weakness she was about to drop down. But at last they go into the count's copse. But finally they reached to that copse where Danika's hand has stuck. The washed trees stirred by a gust of wind, a perfect waterfall upon them. Terenti stumbles over stumps and begins to slacken his pace. Now, uh, they were about to reach to the targeted place, but suddenly there was a heavy rain, and Terenti stumbles over the stumps. The stumps means the gadde, the potholes, or we can say the up and downs in the road. So Terenti was about to stumble. Stumble means in a way when we stuck down with something and fall down. कुछ किसी चीज से हम अटक के गिरते हैं. So that kind of activity is called stumble down. So he stumbled down over the stumps and begins to slacken his pace. So that stumbling has slackened down. Slackened down means low down his pace. Pace means his speed. उसकी speed को slow down कर दिया उसके stumbling ने. Whereabouts is Danika? He asks. Lead me to him. Pyokla leads him into the thicket. Thicket means here a group of trees, a bunch of trees, or a place which is covered with the trees, closely related to the trees. And after going a quarter of a mile, points to Danika. So when they almost reach to a quarter of a mile means 250 meters. So she had pointed to the tree where Danika has stuck his hand. Her brother, a little fellow of 8, 8 years old was Danika, with hair as red as orange and a pale, sickly face. Again, her brother Danika was having also the sick face, also an earthy pigment varying from light yellow to brown or red. So orange means the still. You can say the uh, spots on the face which caused due to the pigmentation. So it was the appearance of Danika. Danika was also of a pale, sickly face. He has red hair of as red as osh, like the red color of skin patches, and stands leaning against the tree with his head on one side, looking sideways at the sky. In one hand, he holds his shabby old cap. The other is hidden in an old lime tree. The boy is gazing at the stormy sky and apparently not thinking of his trouble. Hearing footsteps and seeing the cobbler, he gives a sickly smile and says, "A terrible lot of thunder, Terenti. I have never heard so much thunder in all my life." So in this passage, the author is describing the situation in which Danica was standing along with the lime tree. It was the old lime tree in which hole the Danica's head was stuck. And when he sees Cobbler Terenti reaching out to them, he was very happy and he gave a sickly smile. Again, the sickly smile represents that they were very poor. They had not good food at all in their lives. So you can note down these things in your notebook or in your book only. The word sickly, what the word sickly represents? The word sickly represents that they were very poor. They did not get any good food to have a good health. Means they were in a bad health. And where is your hand? Now Terenti is asking, where is your hand? In the hole. Pull it out, please, Terenti. So now Danica is telling, my head is in the hole tree. You please help me to pull it out. The wood had broken at the edge of the hole and jammed Danica's hand. He could push it farther in, but could not pull it out. So now the wood had already broken at the edges. Edge किनारे पे से wood broke हो चुकी है, but still Danica's hand is jammed inside. डेनिका का हाथ अभी भी अंदर जैम है. He could push it further in, but could not pull it out. So what is happening? He could put it inside. When he pushes his hand inside, it is going inside. But when he tries to take it out, it is not possible. So this amazing thing was happening with him. So 3 minutes are left. Let us finish this page. Terenti snaps off the broken piece and the boy's hand, red and crushed, is released. So Terenti snaps off the broken piece. Now what happened? What Terenti does? Terenti जो पेड़ के का एक टुकड़ा फंसा हुआ था, he snaps off it. वो उसको snap कर देता है, काट देता है. And the boy's hand, red and crushed. Boy का जो हाथ था, वो which had become red and crushed means वहाँ पे crush आ गए थे, rashes आ गए थे, is released now. अब वो बाहर आराम से निकल सकता था. So this is how Terenti helped Danica and Fokla to get out of the trouble.